Billy, we need you back in Santa Cruz. Come on.
Well, hey there, I just flew in from Washington, and boy, are my arms tired. Anyway, here we are with Issues 2010, the political talk show that's guaranteed to make you have the runs, and we'll flush it all down the toilet just like our politics is doing to us. Anyway, let's talk about the president's approval rating. He's at an all-time low. I think he's down to 42% approval rating, which leads me to wonder, who are those 42% that are happy right now? Good grief, are they all his employees? I don't know. I haven't seen anything changed in the 2 years he's been president. It's still a big disaster. And we're still looking at the same problems we did when he was inaugurated. The exact same problems. The stock market's down under 10,000 again. The housing crisis is looming ever larger. And we have the same old predicaments. But to sidetrack us, mainstream media has this notion that putting a Muslim mosque near ground zero is a huge tragedy and that we should avoid that at any cost. And people, the Muslims didn't bring down the Trade Center. The government destroyed the buildings. Let me spell it out for you. We knew who the terrorists were. We knew they were planning an attack. When we found out that we're going to have 2 planes crash into the Trade Center, Giuliani, fucking Bush, and all these other guys got together in this room and said, well, you know what? We really need an excuse for this war. We really need to get into Afghanistan to get the opium production going again. So let's just pretend that we don't know a thing about it. A week before, we'll set up a whole bunch of explosives in the elevator shafts, and then we'll just pretend like this was a huge surprise. We won't scramble any of the army. We won't do any of the normal things we would do under attack. We'll just ignore it. And lo and behold, the planes crashed. There was 2 holes in it, and that was the end of it until we blew up the buildings, all right? Our government blew up the buildings. So how about putting a Cheney Bush Memorial Library next to Ground Zero? I would be just as pissed at that as opposed to the Muslims. Hell, those people are great people, and they care about us just like anybody else. And I would much rather see that than a Cheney Memorial anywhere near New York City. And Giuliani and you guys, you're going to all rot in hell for doing what you did. And the big rich guys that were able to get the forewarning, well, how do you sleep at night? Because I sure couldn't if I was in your bed. But hey, we got good news. We're finally going to pull out of Iraq. After all these years now, let's see, 2003, 7 years of doing what? Well, we got rid of this evil dictator that hated George Bush #1 and made fun of him and walked all over him in his hotels and mosques. And yes, he was such a dictator that we had to take him out of the play. So $800 billion later, we're going to pull out of Iraq. And I just can't tell my government how happy I am to have that bill looming over us. The Federal Reserve's laughing every day at us to say, here's some more money, why don't you do something about it? But our soldiers are coming home. And we've got one of the best systems in the country, in the world, to handle this, the Veterans Administration, who's got a track record of being flawless to this date. And now we're going to have hundreds and thousands of new returning Iraqi war veterans. And so to talk to me about this, I have all the way from Washington, D.C., the Under General Savage Pretzel via satellite. Well, Mr. Under General Savage Pretzel, thank you so much for taking time out of your schedule to be with us. It's a real pleasure to have you on the show. Can I call you Savs or Mr. Pretzel or?
I'm the Secretary General. You can call me Savage, Stan. It's great to be here on Spilly Chili today. Thank you very much for supporting your troops.
Well, it's great to have you here, and there's so much that I'd like to talk to you about today. And one of the great things is that the military offensive in Iraq is coming to an end, and we're going to have about 100,000 returning war veterans. And I just want to make sure that They're going to return to a welcoming environment. And so just how is the Veterans Administration set up to handle all these returning war veterans?
We're going to spread them around, and we just built a new 80 room for mental health, the lockdown facility. We're building them all over the nation, and then the county's going to be taking over a lot of our Veterans Administration as we phase everything into this new one medical thing or something, whatever. I'm not quite sure about that yet, but we'll have updates.
Well, that's quite reassuring. And so are there going to be enough doctors to handle all these new patients?
Oh, definitely. There's plenty of doctors. Why, even now, today, we have one doctor handling 10 new orderlies, or what do they call them? They're practicing there. And so, I mean, we could have them in and out in a day. Oh, yes, it's no problem. We'll spread them all around different parts of the country. We don't want all these sick, lame, and lazy in one place. It's not good for morale of the, yes. Next question? Did you have a question?
Okay, so we're going to spread them around to lockdown facilities around the country. Well, then, just exactly what kind of service will these people be expecting when they check into your facility?
Well, eventually, everybody's going to have the same health service, so we're taking it down. But our troops, we'll get. What was the question?
Well, I think we're about out of time. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to say goodbye to you, Mr. Under General Savage Pretzel. Thank you so much for being here today. It was a real pleasure to talk to you, and I learned a lot more about just what's going to happen with the Veterans Administration. Well, I got a great guest for you today. I have Muhammad Ali from Paradise Pet Store. We're going to talk about some birds since my favorite Congressman Sam Farr bailed on me yesterday with sorry, we got another commitment in Monterey that's more important than you. And when I asked him to pick another date, any date, they told me they would get back to me. So I'm not going to offend anybody, but I'd like to, by sign language, tell Mr. Farr how I feel about that. Thank you so much. And now on with the show. Tea. Tea is good. Tea bags are good. The tea bag party is good. That's right, folks. King Spilly addressing you, loyal subjects of the realm, to thank you so much for being proud supporters of the Teabag Party. That's right, this elite group of Republicans that are just not happy with the way the Republican Party is already maniacal and twisted, that they feel that they can go to a new level of maniacal, twisted beings. And so, they feel that there should be less government. A king. They feel that there should be less bureaucracy. I will rule it all. They feel that money being spent on silly projects like human development is useless and that it should all just go to the big corporations. So, what else do you need? I'm your king. And I support the Teabag Party. So, tea bags for you. Tea bags for you. Tea bags for you. Oh, tea party for everybody. And so here I am this afternoon with an incredible guest, Muhammad Lalam. Muhammad, thank you so much for taking time to join us today. Muhammad's new here, well, not new here to Santa Cruz, but he's new to the downtown area. I ran into him the other day. He's opened a new pet store here downtown called Paradise Pet Store, and he has some amazing exotic birds and animals. But what also struck me is that he's a gentleman from Afghanistan. And the first thing I had to tell him was how sorry I am for what we're doing to his country and how we've come in and just completely screwed things up like we do every place else we invade. And so I just felt this real bond with him. Not only is he a bird person, but he's also from another country that I feel we so unjustly wronged. And so to have him here is truly an honor for me. And thank you so much. So Muhammad is here with a couple of his friends. Why don't you introduce us to your friends?
This is Babuski. Sometimes he's called his name Babu Boogie. This is Nemo. Nemo, hi. Nemo, say hi. Hi. Hello. Hello.
To you too, baby.
Yeah, and I brought him here just to, they can see the TV, and they like my children. We make sure they happy. They watch TV, they eat dinner with us. We have 4 of them, 2 female girls. The girls play with my wife, and the boys play with me. We watch TV, we eat together dinner. So like him and those people, Babu brain is like 4 years old boy. This one?
Just a baby still.
Yeah.
Because they can live to be 50, 60 years old,
Yeah,
can't they?
15 now. But his brain is equal to human 3, 4 years old kids. He has that much brain. And he talk a lot, he make his own word, and he's wonderful. He make me laugh. He bring joy to the people.
It's amazing how wonderful birds
Yeah.
are. I have a little cockatiel, which is nothing compared to these exotic
cockatiel,
animals.
all
But
that,
my little bird is just one of the most amazing creatures on the planet.
They bring you love, they bring you smile.
I have a dog, a cat, and a bird. And my bird will groom the cat,
Right.
and the cat will eat the dog food, and the dog will watch out over everybody to make sure
Yes,
they're all
yes.
safe. And it's one big happy family, the way they all get along. It's amazing.
This is a wonderful world, and all those, they need, they all need love,
It's amazing.
Yeah.
I've said it before. I think that there's so many fascinating creatures on this planet, and they're all waiting for us to evolve to the
Exactly.
point where we won't destroy things, that we can all live in harmony together.
Exactly,
And birds are a fine example of how accepting they are of people, they're accepting of their change of environment, and they actually bond with humans, just like a dog would bond with a person, or a cat. The birds are just the same, only they require some sort of special attention. And now, where are these birds from, Muhammad?
This one is they call African gray, the smartest bird in the world from Africa. And this one is Amazon from South America. Can be seen like quite a few countries in South America, Amazon River, along, Colombia, Ecuador area.
The
green one.
rainforest.
Yeah, the rainforest.
So how do they handle climate here in Santa Cruz?
I mean, they adopt any kind of places, except they don't like too much wind. But they adopt the weather right away when they're young,
Look at you two.
Yeah, they born
It's like
here,
pay
and
attention
now
to
they
me.
get jealous each other.
Yeah, no, that's exactly
they
what
play
it
like
is.
a two brother. And also we have this one, this
I saw this bird at the store yesterday.
This is from Brazil. They call Hacienda
good.
Macaw.
Can you guys get a shot of that?
Yeah,
It's blue, so it's going to fade into the backdrop of our chroma key.
and this is they call black cockatoo from Australia. There's all kind of bird.
That one kind of works. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, this cockatoo, some of the cockatoo
beautiful
cost
or what?
$15,000.
$15,000. Now,
For
why
one bird.
so much? Because they're hard to
Rare,
get.
rare species.
Now, are there laws against that, or are
No,
they
no, no.
trying to pass laws to stop that kind of thing?
No, it's hard to bring him in here. And now they're working on, they got all the knowledge, they got all the equipment, now last 10 years, all the world bird is back normal. Because there's a lot of good people in this world. They spend money, time, energy to give them love and breed them and make people happy, make bird happy, make the whole species happy.
It's amazing how much love they have to share with people.
Yeah,
It really
I mean,
is.
My babu got leg hurt. I took him to doctor, cost $1,300. And I don't mind. This worth it to me like $1 million.
There's babies.
Yeah, yeah. But I have $1 million in the bank. I wouldn't be happy. I'm happy with him.
He kind of gives me that Peter Lorre look. He's like looking at me, kind of squinty-eyed, like, I'm gonna give you the eye.
Oh,
See,
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
hear ya.
And
I
he
hear
made me
ya.
laugh, and
It's a beautiful
sometimes,
bird.
sometimes he
Yes,
make
you are.
me, wonder what's going on in this world.
And it's truly, again, the birds are so smart that they're just waiting for us to catch up.
Sometimes I yell him, I make yelling, and he get mad. He bite me.
Yeah,
He said, "Don't yell."
calm down.
Yeah, he said, "Shut up." He told me, "Shut up, you meathead." Can you believe
That's
that?
beautiful.
Yeah, Archie Bunker. You
That's
watch
beautiful.
Archie Bunker?
Love
he
it.
said, "You shut up, you meathead." Why? You stupid. He said, "You stupid." This guy.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, he's wonderful. And he
Hello
made,
there.
you see, when I'm talking, he said, "Damn, shut up." Why you
That's
talk
classic.
about me? And
That's
one
classic.
thing is funny, so I hope nobody mind that. Midnight, I cover Babu, and I go to sleep, and I wake up, and I walk from the kitchen to the main room. Babu can feel, my walk, and he said,
I'd heard you, huh? I knew you were going to the bathroom.
"Yeah, he's that kind of
It's got to be their hearing. Don't they have really good ears?
good ear. Whoa, he can hear from block away.
Yeah.
They very different species. I mean, he can just feel. He can feel. He can predict things.
Now, do you have a mate for these birds? Or are
No,
they,
they
by,
like to
okay
be
by themselves?
by themselves, because that way they will more love with human. If you put them in mate and breeding, then they change their, to the other bird.
Right. They
Then
definitely lose their attraction to people, and they
attraction.
start
Now
more to
they
the other
attract
bird.
to human being. They want to be human being. We didn't make them. They want to be.
Right.
Because-
Well, I'm a firm believer of reincarnation, and
Yeah.
he used to say that is my grandfather right there. It's like they are, as far as I know, human. I think my bird is a
exactly.
reincarnated relative.
Yeah, exactly. That's what the world is about. A lot of religion people, they believe. We used to have people, they used to buy bird and let them loose per spiritual, per like a donation.
Right.
Yeah, they used to spend $1, $2, $5, $10, buy bird, let them loose to the air, into the sky, and they believe that will bring some good luck, some spiritual.
There's definitely a lot of religions that are firm
yeah.
believers in reincarnation and to let a soul free, no matter what state it's in.
Well, all the religion in this planet, they don't talk against other religion. They talk about love. But we human beings, we make them stupidity way translate to make fine enemy.
And that's just tragic, isn't it? And,
Yeah.
and I think it's a deep psychological problem that's inherent in a lot of humans, not everyone, but
Right.
that it's superiority and that they have to have some sort of control.
Exactly,
And that's where, as a species, we're just so at fault, until we
Exactly, they
can
just-
free ourselves of those sort of concepts.
I
We're going
wish
to
the world
constantly
was
blame it.
sweet, There's no everybody selfish business. Give me your money. Give me your money. The government is hungry. The people is hungry. Everybody's hungry. Who's not hungry? So everybody want to give me. But I'm the one. I don't believe that.
And I got to attest to this. When I went into Muhammad's store, his prices, and I don't know if I'm going to burn community television bridges, so I say this stuff, but he had the lowest prices in town by far. And he's not trying to get over. He's here to try to help out bird people, help out. He's got dog stuff and cat stuff, and it's cheaper than Safeway. It's cheaper than the other stores in town, and I'm not going to mention any names. I don't want to burn any bridges here, but you definitely need to check out his store. It's Paradise Pet Store. It's over on Laurel, right off of the Garden Mall. And how many birds do you have over there?
Oh, we have close to 100. We have different birds. Start $15. Parakeets start $15, and pinches $14.99, and then go up all the way to $900.
Yeah, they had some beautiful birds and a couple beautiful cockatiels, and
Yeah, talking,
but they also have dog food and cat food and dog treats and rabbit food and chicken food.
everything. We specialize birds food. We have 100 different bird food.
And I got the bulk stuff for my bird, and that was
Right.
a great deal.
And they all healthy, and we get them. We don't want to get rich here. We don't put our money in the bank. We don't want to. When we die, we let the money go to the bank. No, we make money. We spend it back on them. We don't have extra money in the bank, and we don't believe to put money in the bank. We want to get money, spend it on them, put it
Back
here
into
and
the
there.
community. That's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
what we're all about
Yeah,
here.
just to survive. I don't want to get rich, die. No. I want to
Now-
die poor.
Are you going to do any sort of bird training classes? Now, I know there's the Mickaboo or something over in San Jose where they
Yeah,
do
well, I can
classes.
teach anything for free. So if anybody wants to come, they're welcome. I teach anything I know, no charge. If they want me to deliver the bird seed to their bird, I will deliver it for free, whatever they want. So I don't care. We give away pound of bird seed for free every day. If they want to know, there's a good time coupon. There's a coupon on the internet. Even just the
Well, what's your website? Why don't you tell the viewers what your website
I
is?
mean, we didn't have the website set up.
Okay.
But ParadisePet.comcast.com.
Perfect.
Yeah, so ParadisePet, that Comcast.com, something like that. Because I'm not a good computer guy, so.
Perfect. Now, is that your wife who was working in there with
my
you?
wife Paige, she's a very wonderful lady.
It's amazing.
Sweetheart.
Amazing. And so it's a real mom and pop business. And we could go into politics and stuff, but I just so wanted to keep this so lighthearted today. And we're going to keep it at that. Yeah. It's a mom and pop business. It's downtown Santa Cruz. I know when the mayor was on, we talked about not having any pet stores downtown. Well, now we got one, and let's go out and support these guys. Muhammad, thank you so much.
You're welcome. God
and we're
bless
going to be seeing you a
Yeah,
lot more of
anybody
you.
welcome. If they want free seed, we give them free anything they want. If they don't have the money, so love, smile, water, soda, birdseed, we don't mind.
And that's great. Muhammad,
Yeah,
thank
yeah.
you so much.
You're welcome, my pleasure.
Nothing but
God
the
bless.
best to you.
Thank you,
And
thank
we'll get on with the show now with Uncle Spunky. Well, it's so nice to be here with you folks again. I sure do miss you the rest of the week when I'm at my little cabin in the woods. But it's great to come into the big city and to talk to all you people about what's really important. And to me, what's really important and pissing me off is the fact that we have to get organic vegetables from some place called Whole Foods, where they charge 3 times more than what I get from my local produce stand down at the end of the street. That's right, I get this beautiful romaine lettuce for 79 cents. It's grown out there in Castroville. And then I go to Whole Foods and I have to pay $2.99 for this stuff that comes from China in a crate, in a box full of all kinds of toxic crap that they use out there. And even if they don't use the toxic crap, just think of the rainwater with all the pollution they have in China just dripping down on your lettuce. Day after day, pollution just raining down on your Chinese lettuce. And it's only $1.85 more a head. So I tell you what, folks, if you want real organic food, go to the local farmer. Go to the farmer's market and get some real stuff, and it's good for you. Or you can support the Chinese and pollute your kids to death. Well, you make the choice.